Welcome, Sagittarius, to your February 2020 reading. Thank you so much for tuning in. If this is the first time you've tuned in, I'm still offering my free mini readings for all new subscribers. So if you've got a question about this particular reading or something that this reading doesn't cover for you, then just click that subscribe button and ask your question in the comments below and I'll get back to you. Now, please know that I do get a lot of people take up my offer of the free mini readings, and it takes a little bit of time to work through them all. But if you subscribe and ask a question, I promise I will absolutely get back to you as soon as I possibly can. Now, this month, I must say, happy Valentine's Day if you follow that where you are. It is February and it is that month of love. But if you don't, well, that's okay as well. And we'll just get straight into your reading. Now, you start out with the energy of the Three of Pentacles, and that is a very work orientated card. It's that card of someone who has mastered what they do very well, and you're working together in a tight-knit team in February, and you are really showing great craftsmanship, and that goes for whatever it is that you're doing. And it's like your work is impeccable and it's really high standard, and you're actually even be receiving awards, or you could be getting offered a promotion because your work is so great. And this card also has a lot of creativity surrounding it. So you could be really following your passion in February. It's something that really inspires you. And if you're not already at the top of your profession, I'm seeing that things are heading in that in the upward trajectory for you guys. It's absolutely going so well, your work. And that is also a card. The Three of Pentacles is also a card of teamwork. So you could be working in a nice tight little team there, a lot of group effort, and everybody's kind of contributing to the same goal. And with the Six of Pentacles, and I must admit, the Six of Pentacles has been showing up for so many signs this month, among other cards as well, but this particular card has been showing up, and this really fits in well with that Three of Pentacles. This is a card of abundance for you, and it's like you're being rewarded for the hard work that you've done. And it's like a card of generosity and a card of charity as well, and prosperity. And so this can be, as I mentioned, and this is kind of the second message where it says you could be getting an increase in salary. But this is a card also of positive thinking. And it's this positive thinking that you've had that has brought you to this abundance. And this card also talks about being able to pay off debts, or you have paid off debts or paid off favors that somebody perhaps has done for you. And it's like you're able to just eliminate any kind of obligation that you have towards anyone at all. Now, this is also, as I mentioned, a card of charity. So you could be doing some charity work in February. And that also means giving of your time and your energy as well. Doesn't necessarily mean money. And it's just being able to give to people that are less fortunate than you. Now, you've got the Moon card there, and the Moon card there is a very intuitive card, and it does represent the Cancer card, or some people even say Pisces as well. But what this card talks about is really asking you to pay attention to your intuition. And allow it to provide some clarity over sort of any situation that is perhaps you don't have all of the information. The moon is also about hidden things that are hidden, things that, and it talks about you not having the full picture yet. So when the moon comes up, it really does ask you to pay attention to your intuition, to your dreams, to any kind of little things that come through to you that speak to you from another worldly place, that it's sort of stuff coming to you from your subconscious, and it's asking you to really pay attention to that, because there is more here than meets the eye when the moon comes up. Now, this card sometimes comes up as well when you're feeling a little bit insecure or uncertain about things in your life, but most of the time these are irrational fears, and there's really no need to worry. You know, just the moon does reflect light, and you can see by the light of the moon, but often things look different as well. And when the sun comes up, then you can see things for the way they really are. So allow your intuition to come through, and this could have something to do with motherhood, or mothering or nurturing. It is right next to that Empress card, which is the card of the archetypal mother. But I really feel like this is asking you to listen to your intuition and see what your subconscious is trying to tell you. Now, the Empress there, that mother card, that is a card of nurturing and a card of motherhood. So some of you may be pregnant, some of you or have just found out that you're pregnant. You might be having a baby or planning on having a baby. This can also be talking about adopting a baby or adopting a pet, can refer to a fur baby as well. But this can also talk about nurturing a creative project. That can be your baby as well. Or something else, a situation in your life, your new life, building a home, nurturing that project. It's putting that loving, nurturing energy. Now, this is right above the King of Cups, so you could be nurturing the King of Cups. This could be a Cancer in your life, a Pisces, or a Scorpio, a water sign. There could be quite some wonderful nurturing energy going on there as well. But one message of the Empress is it is time to stop pondering your fate and get busy. It is a time of amazing prosperity and abundance when the Empress shows up, and you really are assured success at everything you put your minds to. So go for it, Saggies. Don't wait, and put all that energy into whatever it is that you are giving birth to, whether it's a creative project or a real baby, and manifest your dreams, because the energy of the Empress is very, very beautiful. Now, also another message of the Empress, and just seeing that final card from the Gateway Oracle there definitely supports this message, and that is, while you're busy nurturing your project or the people around you, it's time for you to do something luxurious for yourself and allow other people to nurture you, and cherish yourself, because you are often the carer, the nurturer. So it's good for you to actually allow people to do that for you as well. Now, here you have the Devil card as well. Now, the Devil card is that one of those cards that talks about a situation that you've actually created yourself that's making you feel a little bit trapped. But as I did mention, it's kind of an illusion. You've created this situation for yourself. And sometimes the devil, it almost makes you feel like your path has become a little bit hidden. And I am seeing a connection there with that moon, because the moon sometimes makes you feel like things are hidden. You don't have the full story. And the devil also is a is a card that makes you feel that way. And often when you get the devil, it's like there's no way forward, or you feel like there's no way forward, but it really is an illusion, and you aren't really stuck at all. And what actually can change that is just by thinking. It's like your thoughts are stuck, and by just being able to shift the way you think, but from a pessimistic outlook to a more optimistic outlook, it can just do wonders and change that feeling of being trapped and not going anywhere. Now, for some of you, this can be in a job where some Sagittarians are absolutely excelling in what they do. There are others that perhaps are feeling a little bit trapped in terms of their financial situation or their career as well. So, the devil can sort of reveal some challenges as well, and some of these challenges can be addictions or dependencies. So these are the sort of things that can be holding you back from happiness too. And I feel that perhaps some of you, there could be this reoccurring dependence that is coming back in February. I'm not feeling it's too bad, because you do have the Three of Cups there and the Judgment card, which I'll go into a little bit further, but that weakens that energy of the devil. But for some of you, I am still feeling there is this challenge that you have with substance use. Now, also, addictions can be any kind of addiction. You can be addicted to money and worldly things as well. You can be addicted to exercise or tobacco. There are so many things that when they become obsessive or take up a lot of energy in our life, they can be addictive, and the things that we become dependent on as well. But as I said, the Three of Cups is there, and this is a card of, it's time to celebrate. Now, this can be to do with a promotion or career advancement or a great job that you're doing in your work. But it's also a card that can be celebrating you being able to overcome any of the challenges that are in the devil. But often what the Three of Cups talks about is just a joyous event. So this can talk about an announcement of an engagement or a wedding. It can talk about the birth of a child or a graduation, a promotion, or someone who's got a new job. So, and it can just be a great time to celebrate because you're happy and joyful in life as well. So this is something I feel like that is coming up in February, and this can have something to do with Valentine's Day for some of you. It is Cups, so that is the card of emotion and love. So, but I do see a wonderful celebration in February for you. Now, the Judgment card. Now, this is a lovely card, really. It's a card of renewal, and it indicates a time of being quite close to completing an important task. And what the Judgment card asks you to do is actually pause and review your past a little bit and your achievements, And this is going to allow you to be able to determine which direction you are going to be going on in the future, going in the future. And I am seeing career changes. This message is coming up quite heavily here. Career changes, career advancements, promotions. There's something here about your career. And if you have been pondering a change in career, just think about it carefully, because this kind of card asks you to think about your options really carefully if you are going to be making any sort of big decisions like that. But if you are ready to make a big decision, what the Judgment card says is that you are ready for any endeavor that you've been preparing for. And this can be legal proceedings, it can be exams, it can be tests. Anything like that is going to go well for you. Now, the Judgment card can also talk about you perhaps having to be judged, so to speak. Be in a position where you may have to talk about some stuff, talk about why you've done some stuff in the past, or justify your actions perhaps in the past as well. That is just a side message for some Sagittarians there. Now, not your final card, but your final tarot card is the King of Cups. And this is a lovely person if it represents a person in your life. And as I mentioned, this is that card of either a Cancer, a Scorpio, or a Pisces. Traditionally, this would be a Cancer if I was reading in a personal reading, but this is a general reading, so this can be any water sign. And this is a lovely person. This is someone that is... you can really trust this person. So if they're in your life, they are going to be a really committed romantic partner, and they really give of their heart and their time in equal measure. So it's someone that can actually nurture you and allow this person to nurture you and cherish you. They're quite deeply spiritual as well, and they're really willing to work hard for those who are having difficult times, including charitable organisations. And because you've got the Six of Pentacles there, this could be someone that you are going to be helping out in working in a charity, or working with them in a charity. Now that, they've always got a kind word for everyone, and they expect other people to do the same as well. So if you've got something unkind to say about someone, it's probably best not to say it around the King of Cups, because they won't appreciate that kind of negative kind of stuff being said. They try to look at the good in everyone. They're a lovely person to have in your life. But if this is not a person that you recognize, this card also asks you to open up your heart and show some compassion for those people around you as well. And you're also asked to open up your mind to new ideas and creative ways of thinking when the King of Cups comes into your reading. And again, this is saying that you might be called upon to provide some time or money to charitable organisations. And as I mentioned, that Six of Pentacles definitely supports that message. But when it comes to relationships with other people, as I mentioned, that king is someone you can truly trust. And when I say king, it's not gender specific. So this can be male or female, and they've really got a golden heart, this particular person, and they operate with the highest degree of integrity. So that's just a lovely person to have in your life. Congratulations if you've got someone like that in your life. Now for your final card, Cherishing Self. Now this is such beautiful imagery in these cards, the Gateway Oracle cards by Denise Lynn. They just allow me to, when I look at that the imagery, although it's so simple, they can have intuitive messages that come through. And because you've got the moon there, I would be looking deeply into the images on that card and see what messages are coming through. It's beautiful. Now, the affirmation for this particular card is I accept and love myself. And that is what you need to be saying to yourself, Saggies, if you are meditating or just in your quiet time before you go to sleep. Repeat that to yourself over and over. I accept and love myself. Now, the meaning of this card is there are times to put your own needs above the needs of others. Put yourself first today. Buy yourself roses, invite yourself out to a sumptuous dinner, or buy that special gift for yourself that you've been putting off. Treat yourself the way you would treat an honored guest. The universe wants you to know, be your own advocate. Spend time cherishing yourself kindly and gently. Focus on what is wondrous and remarkable about you. When you truly care for yourself, you are able to care for others even more and make a difference in their lives. It's difficult to give when your cup is only half full. But when your cup is overflowing, you have more than enough to offer others. In the same way that a flight attendant tells you to put on your own oxygen mask before assisting others with theirs in an emergency, cherish yourself first and then others will benefit even more. And what a truly lovely message that we can all take from, even if we're not Saggies. And this is really important, Saggy, because I feel like you are such a caring, intelligent, compassionate sign, and you need to really look after yourself, just like that card says. And if there is a beautiful King of Cups in your life that wants to cherish you, let that person cherish you as well. Have a wonderful, wonderful February and Valentine's Day if you do follow that day where you are. If you're into crystal jewelry, check out my website at kazana.com.au. There are beautiful crystal pieces there, all one-off pieces only, designed and made in Australia by an Australian designer, and the meaning of those crystals are also on that website. So have a great February, Saggies, and I'll see you next month. Bye.